Welcome our viewers to Novel Tutorials. Now, in this class, we'll be looking at mathematics, and our topic today is variation. Now, basically, we have four types of variation. We have the direct variation, we have we have the inverse, we have the joint, and we have the partial. These are the basic types of variation that we have. We have the direct, inverse, joint, and partial variation. Now, the question says the rate of consumption of petrol by a vehicle varies directly, meaning that we are looking at direct variation in this question. As the square of the distance covered, so the rate of the consumption of petrol varies directly as the square of the distance covered. Varies directly as the square. You can denote the distance as x, or you can denote it as d, no problem. Now, before we can start solving, we have to analyze this variation symbol. So you have r is now equals to introduce a constant where you are removing the variation sign, and you have k times s raised to the power 2, and r is equals to ks squared. Now, if 4 liters of petrol is consumed on a distance of 15 kilometers, so the rate r is now 4 is equals to k times your s is what? 15 raised to the power what? 2, and 4 is equals to k times 15 raised to the power 2 is 225. 15 raised to the power 2 is 225. So we are looking for k. Divide both sides by 225. So you have k is equals to 4 over 225, because there is basically nothing that can divide this. So the question now says, how far would the vehicle go on 9 liters of petrol? Now the question now asks you, how far will the vehicle go? So you are still going back. You just got the value of the constant, which is k, as 4 over 225. Now the question is now asking you, how far will the vehicle go? Which means you are looking for the distance. So the rate of the petrol consumption is 9 is equals to your k is 4 over 225 times your s is equals to, is what you are looking for, s raised to the power 2. So you have this one as over 1. So you can say 9 over 1 is equals to 4s raised to the power 2 all over 225. Now, you now cross multiply, you have 4s raised to the power 2 is equals to 9 times 225. Now, what would 9 times 225 give us? 9 times 225. 9 times 225 is equals to 4s squared is equals to 2025. Now divided by 2025 divided by 4, we'll be having 4s squared is equals to, divided by 4, divided by 4, we'll be having x squared as 2025 divided by 4, we'll be having 506.25. Now the square root of 506.25, what we now have, x is now square root, because when square is crossing the equality sign, change it to square root. The square root of 506.25, square root of 506.25, you'll be having square root of 506.25, you're having that x is equals to 22.5. Now the distance is 22.5 kilometers. So this is all about direct variation. They are the easiest type of variation questions to solve. We will still look at inverse, joint, and partial variation in our next classes. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Welcome our viewers to Novel Tutorials. Now, in this question, we are going to still be looking at variation, and this one is under inverse variation. Now the question says solution. The question says the weight of a body varies inversely, that is the weight of the body W varies inversely as the square of the distance. Varies inversely. Inversely is 1 over the square of the distance. 1 over the square of the distance, let's say d square, not square root. Now if we want to analyze, we now have that W is equals to k times 1 over d raised to the power 2. And W is equals to k over d raised to the power 2. Now, that is the expression. Now, the body weighs 80 Newton. The body weighs 80 Newton. That is, the weight is 80. And the radius is what? 6,400. Now, First of all, you need these parameters for you to get your care. The constant of the variation, you have W, which is 80, is equals to care over 6400 raised to the power of 2 over 1. You cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you have that k is equals to 80 times 6400 raised to the power 2. Let's see what it gives us. 6400 raised to the power 6400 times 6400. We'll be having 40960000. And when you now multiply it by 80, you're having a huge number. You're having 3,276,800,000. Now this is the value of the care. Now you have the first question says obtain an expression connecting the weight of the body and its distance from the center. So obtaining an expression, we're having W is equals to care over D raised to power 2. Obtaining an expression means just take the value of the care and substitute in the equation, and we're having W is equals to 3,276,800,000 all over D raised to power 2. Now the second question says calculate the distance of the body of 20 newtons from the center of the earth. So that is the second question. The second question, now you are being asked to calculate the distance. So making distance subject of the formula, you have W is equals to care over D raised to power 2 and over 1. You cross multiply, you have care is equals to WD squared. So divide both sides by W. Divide both sides by W and you'll be having that D squared is equals to care over W. And D squared is equals to your care is 3,276,800,000 all over your W. Your W is now 20 newtons. So when you divide this by 20, when you divide this huge number by 20, divided by 20, you have 3,276,800,000 divided divided by 20, divided by 20, we have that is 163,840,000. Now, this is now square root of 163,840,000 because when square crosses equality sign, you change it to square root. So when you have this, you have that the square root of 163,840,000. The square root will now be that D is equals to 12800 kilometers. That is the value of D. Now the third question says calculate the weight of the body, which is 1,600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Calculate the weight of the body, which is 1,600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. So you still have. Welcome our viewers to Notebook Tutorials classes. So today we're looking at continuing from where we stopped in our last video. We are treating variation, and this one we are going to look at joint variation. We looked at direct and inverse in our last two videos. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our YouTube channels for interesting videos. Now we have the energy varies directly as the resistance. The energy varies directly as the resistance, and inversely as the square of the what? Distance. So the energy varies directly as the resistance, and also varies inversely as the square of each distance. So we'll be having that E is equals to care times, introducing a constant, you have care times R times 1 over what? D over 1. So you have that E is equals to care times R is care R. Care R times 1 will now be care R all over what? D. Now the question says that if E is 32 over 25 is equals to, when R is 16 and D is 10, so it should be 10 varies directly as the square, so there's square here, so 10 raised to the power of 2. So we have 32 over 25 is equals to 16 here all over 10 raised to the power 2 is what? 100. So when you cross multiply, you're having 25 times 16 here is equals to 32 times 100. So we have 25 times 16, you have 25 times 16. We have 30 right 0 carry 3. We have 12 plus 3 is 15. So you have 5, you have 2, you have 0, 0, 4. So you have 400. So you have 400 here is equals to 3,200. So divide both sides by 400. When you divide both sides by 400, you have that here is equals to 0, 0, 0, 0. 4 divided 2 is what? 8. Now the question went further to ask you calculate the value of R when E is 32 and D is 7. So you are still using the same equation. You have E is equals to K R all over D raised to the power 2. Your E is 32 is equals to your K is already 8 times you are looking for R all over D is what? 7 raised to the power 2. So you have over 1. So you have 32 over 1 is equals 8 times R is 8R all over 7 raised to the power 2 is 49. So when you cross multiply, you'll be having 8R times 1 is 8R is equals to 32 times 49. So 32 times 49, what will you have? 9 times 2 is 18, right? 8 carry 1. 9 times 3, 27 plus 1, 28. 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 3 is 12. We have 8, 6, 5, 1. So we have 8R equals to 5, 6, 8. So divide both sides by 8, so you can get your R. We have 8 divided itself 1, 8 divided 15. You'll be having 1 remainder 7. Put the 7 here. 8 divided 76. 8 divided 76 should be giving us 8 times 8 is 64. So 76 minus 64. What are we going to have? We'll be having 2 and we'll be having 1. There is 2. There is still another 8. 8 times 9. We have 64 plus 8. 64 plus 8 will be giving us 72. So we'll be having 9 whole number remaining 4. Put the 4 here. 8 divided 48 is now 6. So R is now 196. And that should be the final answer. That is the value of R. Thank you very much.